Xcrawl Rodeo with Matt D'Amico, Bert Isla, and something I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's got some sort of hair situation going on. It's abhorrent. It's really wild. David Beatty, the David Beatty, has joined us as well. And what's going on, guys? Everybody doing all right?
Yeah, doing good.
We're getting it done. We're going to do this. We're going to play a game. It's the first time ever that anything's been played on my YouTube channel, so this is a treat. And yeah, we're breaking the bottle of champagne on the ship right here with this one. So take it away, Matt.
You guys were here tonight to play Xcrawl Rodeo Hell on Hooves. I wanted to show basically some of the playing mechanics, show the versatility of the game, and basically show how much fun it is. I think some people have reached out and said we don't really understand it. They think it's just all about like rodeo, but there's 3 different ways you can play. There is a cooperative mode where everybody's on a team and you may play one team against another team. There's an adversarial type mode where it is basically the old game of screw your neighbor. So you make under the table deals with people to help you out, or you betray them and make their runs more difficult. So it's really a fun way to play adversarial role. And the picture of that was or the thought process in that was basically at a con, it would be really fun to play one table against another table. So it's basically event based, just like there's 9 events. We'll probably get through 2 or 3 tonight. I appreciate David, Brandon, and Bert for helping out. We'll run. We're going to run barrel racing and then roping event, and then we'll see where we go from there. How far we get. I think in Minotaur dogging will be the next one after that. But we'll get that. We'll see how far we get into the game tonight. Xcrawl has many different character classes. Pretty much any character class you use will be effective. Certain classes are going to be better at certain events because they're going to require things. As a DM, or a DJ, you want to make sure that you give all your players a hand wave till they all have ride proficiency. We're going to get going. Do you guys have questions? I know that you guys are kind of getting thrown in the deep end of the pool, but we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to do a little kind of a show and tell, a little tutorial to talk about how we roll. And then one of the things about the rolls is they're pretty much constant, and they have to do with your mounts. So if David, Bert, and Brandon, if you could roll are you guys all logged into Roll20?
I am. Yeah, looks like we're all there.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we have to use that dice roller? I hate that thing.
No, David, you can have a special dice if you'd like. You can just roll.
Well, I'll put it in. It's just when you enter all that crap, I'm not tech savvy, so I end up getting
count all his fingers.
There's this wonderful thing called a 20-sided dice in the left-hand side of your screen. You can just press on that, and there's a beautiful-looking D20. You can just press on that and add some bonuses to it in your head, or you can do it on screen. Whatever works for you, David. Or you
could roll here. I could roll here and cheat. So let's just do that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. So we're gonna take Dave through because Dave's already doing stuff.
Ignore that. I was just making a quick macro.
Yep. He did it.
Everybody, please roll a D10 for me, and that's going to determine your mount. And I'll talk about the mounts.
I rolled a 6. My name is Lance Uppercut. Let it be known.
Lance Uppercut. There you go. That's all right. And David, what'd you roll? Bacon Wizard.
Oh.
He rolled a 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Brandon, or Lance Uppercut.
That's right.
Your mount is Henry the Noose Horse. So you have one of the fastest mounts in Xcrawl Rodeo. I mean, we didn't stray too far than saying a really fast horse is probably a good mount in Xcrawl Rodeo.
Great.
Bert, you rolled a 3, so you rolled, I think, the best mount in there. He's not the fastest, but he certainly has his own armor, and that is Tommy Quickfeet Tortoise.
Yes.
So, and David, with the 7 is going to get to ride Cecilia the centipede.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? And David. It seems like he's prepared his hair ensemble to fit with the centipede he's riding. So I think it all works. All right, guys. So each one of your mounts has a speed. So we'll start off with Bert just because he has the number 3. Your speed is 30 feet per turn. So not too. These are 5-foot squares. You're going to basically be able to move 6. What that's going to affect in barrel racing is just basically the dice that you use. So the dice is represented by the feet. So if you have a smaller dice, you have a faster horse or a faster mount. If you have a bigger dice, you have a slower one. So Bert has the slowest one. So he is going to use a D7. Am I right on that one? Yeah. You're going to use a D7, Bert.
David.
Slow and steady wins the race.
David is a psychopath looking dude.
He's like, is this right? It's your game. You better be right, boy.
What are we paying you for?
Well, you guys, I have a split screen going on, and I'm trying to give. So Brandon, you have the horse.
Yeah, I've got Henry, the noose.
Yep. So you have a D3, and then David, the centipede, also has a D3.
And I go 30 feet as well.
Yeah. So and we'll talk about that. So everybody,
how fast does Cecilia run?
60. So you have a D3 as far as that goes. So you're going to be Bird is running 20 feet each time, which is represented by a smaller dice. You are each running 60 feet. So you have a smaller dice to roll your whole shot.
So 60 feet.
60 feet. But don't get too caught up on this because you're running a course. These are all professional rodeo horses. They're all fast. They will all get through the course. But you'll see kind of the dice dynamic of bigger and smaller. Every time that you guys ace a roll, so roll your maximum amount, obviously you have a higher chance of rolling a maximum amount at a D3 than you do on a D7, which is what Bert's rolling. But the tortoise has heart, and we know that each time you guys roll a mount, you get 10 foot faster. So if Bert rolls the mount again, he's going to get a little faster. And then if he rolls it a third time, he's going to get really fast.
And if we lose, we have turtle soup.
There we go.
Nice. Tonight we dine on it.
When you guys go into if you look on the screen for the barrel pattern. So on Roll20, we have it up. I have already pre-rolled. The barrels are actually mimics. You guys wouldn't know that. I'm telling you behind the scene for the playtest. They know. Actually, as a DJ, you would hide what these barrels are. They would be a surprise. You guys are going to know it because we're not that high tech that I can change them over instantly. But so you're going to go through the course, and I'm going to grab this horse right down here, and we're going to go through the course, and you'll move into your first. You'll move to there about. Once you get there, you can stop your token. You are going to roll together a D20 and your D3, and Bert, you'll roll your D20 and your D7. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Might be worth it just to have one of us go ahead and run through, and then so the next
Bert,
and the next will know better how to do it.
Yep. I'm going to assign you this token.
Yep. Something else we should talk about is that this is a timed run. So what happens is every action or round you take is like a tick. And so the least amount of ticks, fastest run is the winner.
You don't want a lot of ticks, is what you're saying.
You don't.
Okay. You do not
no
want
one
a
wants a lot of ticks.
Don't want a lot.
Unless you're chicken, then they're tasty.
Ticks bad.
Bert, what's your screen name here? Is it Grub?
Yeah, Aaron Grubb, former cafeteria worker, now an athlete, making his money on this here Xcrawl circuit.
And I'm Lance Uppercut, man. That's what I'm about. My name used to be Max Powers.
You
People didn't believe my name was Max Powers, so I changed it to Lance Uppercut, and now they believe it.
you now have control of the turtle down below. I apologize, it's a turtle, not a tortoise.
Yep.
So what you're going to do is you're going to roll in a pattern where you're going to go with this is barrel 1 over here. Let me see if I can double click and this works.
So real quick, because we went through a couple of edits on this, since we're doing the tick system and I'm slow, one round I can only move 40. I can double move, so I can go 40 because my base is 20. So it would actually take me more than a tick to get there. I forget if we're keeping that in or if the barrel is just.
We're representing that by the D20 roll.
Yep. Okay.
And the actual dice. So we averaged that out. I know Bert and I. It's a good point that we've spent a lot of time play testing this. The mechanics Bert and I worked on quite a bit. So we had several different versions. Xcrawl Rodeo, if you played it, and at Xcrawl Rodeo, you might have played a different version, which we're excited about. I'm excited to hear your feedback on it. But we're the D20 roll is basically you have to roll a DC. You have to roll basically a 10 to basically manage the speed to a constant to get to the barrel. So that is going to be your player's reflex and your mouse reflex save added to your D20 roll.
And what is the tortoise's reflex save?
The tortoise's reflex save is he's quite reflexy at a -3.
Woohoo! All right. Well, that wipes out my +3. So I'm rolling a D20 and a D7.
Apparently, my Irish setter here is very upset that she's not getting to participate in this thing. So she is.
Put her in as a mount.
I think she's big enough. We can probably get there. All right.
D20 so and a D7. Rolled a 9 on the D20 and a 1 on the D7.
Okay. So you failed your reflex.
I did. I only failed it by 1. So can I spend a luck to make it a 10?
Sure.
I will spend a luck.
Your roll to go around the barrel. Obviously, that roll, if you would have aced it, you would have got a free turn around the barrel, and you would have kept going. But since you don't, you need to roll your D20 again and make the barrel, make the reflex save to go around the barrel. So another D20 or D10 rather.
Yep. So a D10. Sorry.
It's going to be a D20 plus
D20.
your reflex plus your reflex. And you have to make the DC 10 because
I have to make a DC 10. Right. Gotcha. So my reflex is 0 because my mount is -3 and I'm +3. And I got an 18.
All right. So you make it around your barrel and you're headed to that second barrel, which is over here. All right. So you have to make
prizes, rounded the barrel, heading to the next one.
So you're going to keep your own score. And DJs, when you're running this for your players, have them. We're going to have some score sheets, hopefully available either as an add-on. But if you guys support us, we'll have them as that'll go in your box. We'll have some cool score sheets made up that you guys can use. But you want to keep them. A piece of paper and a pencil works just fine. So right now, Bert, you have 2 ticks. The amount of ticks that you have basically will be your time of your run at the end. So you're going to roll me a D20 and a D7 again. Add your bonuses.
Again.
Yep.
A 4 and a 5.
All right. So you get another tick. You don't make your roll around the barrel. So you're going to have to roll another reflex save to go around the barrel. So you're going to, you base 2 more ticks.
No, did not make it.
All right. So this is where it gets fun. The mimic who is disguised as a barrel, then you are surprised that all of a sudden this barrel comes alive and it reaches out and tries to grab you. This is the fun part where we get into this is Xcrawl Rodeo. and the hell that you've just participated with, because this thing is now going to try to eat you. It's going to try to grab you. It's a pseudopod. It basically, instead of a mimic being a chest, now this is a mimic that is a barrel, and it has just come alive. It's going to go right at you. You can go ahead and roll me initiative.
All right, let's see. Now, does my mount influence my initiative?
No, your player characters.
Okay. So I get my +3, giving me an 18.
An 18. All right. Let me roll my mimic here. He is a +3. Oh, you smoked me. All right. So you have the opportunity. You've won initiative. He's obviously, you're going to go first. So you have the opportunity to turn and attack or continue your run and run away from him. You're on a.
So since we are trying to beat an obstacle course and not take out a foe, I want to try and get away from him and head to the next barrel.
Okay. And your speed is
20.
right now is 20. His speed, so he's going to chase you.
That's fine.
It's not great.
I'll take a double move as my action.
So he's going to start moving towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, so he'll catch me. He has a. Well, I took a double move though, so unless he takes a double move, yeah.
Yep. So he will, but he's got a little strategy in mind. He knows you're not going anywhere. So you're take your double move and go ahead. He's got something else in mind.
Right there. That would be my 40 right there.
All
and that's another tick.
Right. He's actually going to go here.
Uh-oh.
And it's obvious what he's doing. He's played this game before. Mm-hmm. The mimics are well known. So in Xcrawl Rodeo, all of our creatures, all of our monsters are a star. So the mimic brothers are world famous, barrels. So each one of the DJs, you can really enjoy this and get into your characters. You can make your own monsters. Some of the things that you have is a wood roper. So the old roper from the best known. So I'll just leave it at that. We have a barrel octopus. We have the Clink brothers, which are clowns. We have the wood junk golem. And then we have, the Clink brothers are actually the goblins that are hidden in there. And then we have clowns, but these guys are getting the mimics. Anyway, Bert, roll your D20 and your mounts die again, Plarian. Did you add your ticks?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
21.
All right.
Only a 2 on that D7.
Okay, so we're still moving. You don't ace your roll, but you're moving towards that barrel. So now roll your turn. So you're going to go D20.
And this is another tick.
Yep.
20.
Ooh,
crit.
Okay. Oh. So you've aced your turn, which means you don't have to roll anything for this next mount, and your character is now humming. Okay, so that tortoise has now made it down to this next barrel. That is the perfect thing for that mount to be able to do, because this guy is going to move, and he's going to see you over here. So you're going to move down here. I'm sorry, you're moving. I'm moving
40 at most. So yeah,
and he's going to move to. Yep, he's going to move to try to grab you as you go by.
Yep.
But you've aced it, so you're gonna have advantage going by him. Mm-hmm. So he's moved there, and you're gonna go straight past him. Since you crit, he is not able to
intercept me.
Intercept you.
Yep.
So you are going to finish your run. That was the perfect time to crit, and you don't. So you just get your tick, and you're done. If you would not have crit, obviously I had strategized that I was going to grab you as you went through.
All right, so my total run was 8 ticks.
What Brandon and Dave could have done is they could have started using their weapons against their ranged weapons against the monster, especially if he had pinned you down to free you up.
Don't have any ranged weapons.
Yeah, well, it depends on the character class. So if you have somebody playing with a blaster or a jammer, or an athlete has a javelin, you can. So what class are you playing, Brandon?
I'm playing the brawler.
You're playing a brawler. Okay, so yeah,
Yes,
he does
sir.
not. And Dave, you're playing an athlete.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, you want to go next, or Dave, you want to go next?
Let David go
Brandon.
first. Look at that hair. He goes
Look
first.
at that hair. All right,
You
Cecilia.
got like some construction going on in the background, Matt. What's going on over there?
No,
I
He's
mean,
got some bulldozers back there.
That's the crowd cheering you on.
Yeah. They're clapping. They're real happy.
like, I don't know, with his Irish setter having on the wood.
yeah.
Nice.
Let me. I have a full house full of rowdy people that my wife, my kids, and my dog. So the only
like
thing we
it.
don't have here is horses. All right, David, you are
That's-
riding
Dirk McLavender.
Dirk McLavender. Okay.
It's a
you are
rhinestone cowboy.
You are riding a centipede.
It's the centipede.
That's a giant centipede, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a normal size centipede, right? I mean, that
Hold
would
on.
be that would be poor. I think that would go poorly for you.
That would be it.
That would go bad for you, Dirk. Dirk Diggler. I'm gonna call you
Am
Dirk
I on
Diggler.
it? Am I on it? I can't see it.
So yeah, there's a mush down here, but underneath my butt.
Sorry, Cecilia.
All
You're
right,
breaking my heart.
Dave, you have control of your centipede.
All right.
Let me move them back to the start line. We're going to move them right by the horse. All right. I'm going to move the horse out of the way. We want David to be the star. He's right here.
He's always the star.
He always is the star. So, David, you have
He's
a
gonna maul on that thing.
you have a D3 to roll
The D20, right?
and a D20. Give me some
Can I add
rolls.
those together? Do I add any of my stats? What's Cecilia? Does she add anything to it?
Cecilia is going to give you. She's going to give you some reflex, and she's going to give you a +2 on your reflex, plus your own reflex, and then all you got to do is ace your D3 rolls. So you've got 1 out of 3 chances to do that.
Please ace your rolls.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
That
he's
is an
cheating.
18 plus 3, 21.
Of course
Okay.
it is.
Oh,
Not on that 20. I didn't do that.
No, you don't sum them together. 2 separate rolls. So 18 and you got a 3 on your D3?
Yep.
Yeah, so he aced his D3.
okay. So you aced you made your route roll. So and then you actually are going over here because you aced your turn. So you don't even have to roll your reflex save. So we're giving you bonuses for having a fast mount. We're giving you bonuses for making your turn. So this got really quick. So you basically have a tick of 1 and you're already at your second barrel. So Dave,
Wow.
roll your D20 and your D3 again for me.
And the D3 is the centipede's speed, or
Yeah, it's your speed, and your D20 gets +2, and then whatever your reflex. What's your reflex on your character?
well,
What's Dirk?
I think it's 5. I rolled like godlike on this. It is +5.
Oh wow! All right, yeah. So you got +7 added to your roll. So don't tank.
I'm a fast centipede. I'm a fast centipede. That is a 4 plus 2 is a 6, but I add +7 for all those other bonuses, so that brings it to a 13.
Okay, and then what did you roll on your D3?
2.
Okay, so you're going to add 2 ticks, and now you're going to
What's a tick?
a tick is on your score sheet. So you're going to add. So every time you make a dice roll, you will add 1 tick to your score sheet. So basically,
Just make a mark. You just keep tracking of how many times you have to roll dice, really.
Okay, so I'm up to 2. Is that right?
yep, which is
Okay.
actually a pretty good score because you got basically one mark on. So now you rolled your D20 plus your reflex, so +7, and that'll be your barrel turn. Ace this roll, and you'll be right at the next barrel.
My goodness.
That is a 16 and a 3 on the D3.
Got his 3.
All right. So yep, you're here now. And you are in the home stretch. You've gone around the barrel. Give me a D20 and a D3 roll.
Does that count as my third tick?
Yep.
Okay. Just trying to get my feeble mind around this.
So any score less than 4 is going to be a really good score, Dave. So if you can ace this, you're going to be sitting.
That is a 13 and a 1 on the D3, so 14 total, but with the plus 7 for the character, goes to 21.
It would be just the 20 because we're not adding the D3 to the 20. You're just adding the thing. But yeah, so the D3 signifies if you ace this and basically plowed right through, which you didn't. But so you'll add your 1 tick. So you did get a score of 4. You finished this out.
Half my time.
You did really well. So when we don't roll monsters or we don't bump into things, you do pretty well. What you can do if you're playing in adversarial mode is you can awaken the monster. I strongly recommend at least having some fun. Some people don't like to play adversarial because it feels like, I know with this crowd it'll get more out of hand and it'll be a lot of fun. But what you would do is as the guy goes past the barrel, you want to thump that barrel with some kind of ranged weapon and get it alive. And then basically, then he's got to deal with moving mimics.
So I think there's a little the confusion about the mounts die. So just to go over that again real quick. So each mount has a different die size depending on its speed. So David's had a D7 D3 because he was a much faster mount than my turtle at a D7. That die isn't added to anything. It's just basically a yes or no. If you ace the die, so on a D3 you roll a 3, on a D7 I roll a 7, it means your mount did it clean. Like you got around, you did what you needed clean. So you don't add it to anything. You're just looking to see if it aced or not.
Okay.
The thing about when you're rolling this, kind of get into the mindset of where you are on the course and what you need before you get going. And Bert, thanks you for clarifying that, by the way. All right, Brandon, you're up. You're running the horse. Let me give him to you.
All right.
What's time to beat is 4 ticks.
I don't know if I'll do that.
Brandon is Lance. Lance, you have. Well, let me get David's centipede out of there. We don't want them mixing. Have a wild centipede horse creature.
Oh.
All right. Do we know? So before we get going, your horse has a reflex save of 3. What is your reflex save on your character?
It is.
What is Lance's reflex?
Just +1.
Okay, so you'll have a total +4 with your D20 rolls. And then you will have your die, which is a D3. So when you roll them, you just roll them separate and then add the bonuses.
So it's D20 plus. It's D20 plus D3.
No, the D3 is all by itself. So it's a D20 plus 3 from the horse and 1 from you, so it'll be 4.
Okay. I'm trying to remember how to roll dice in this thing.
/R space 1D20 plus mod.
And you guys can use the easier mod on this. There's a dice icon on the left, and you go down to advanced roller, and then you can just do the calculation right there. It'll do 1D20 plus, and you can do your plus right there.
It's /R, not R/.
Okay.
Now you know why I rolled my own dice.
Yeah, there's that. I remember that. So it's D20 plus 3, right?
Right.
All right.
The
Here we go.
little dice icon on the left side of your screen works too.
6. Yes.
Okay.
Doing real bad.
All right. So you get an extra tick.
I don't have control, I guess.
Oh, did he roll his mounts die though? I think
he has not.
D20. Yeah.
So it's a straight up D20?
No. For the mount, it's what is it for his horse?
It is a D3.
Yep. D3. Yeah.
But if you ace this roll, it won't matter, Brandon. So just get a 3.
/R space 1d3.
Where's that D3 at? Just roll your D3. It's right there.
D3.
1d3.
Two.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
I got a 2.
Yep.
And I'm going to give a little caveat here. The players not being able to work computers is not my fault.
It's been a long time since I played Roll20.
It's designed basically to roll at a table. Like David, like if you don't want to play, using the computer stuff, hey, just get online with each other and roll dice just the old school way. You don't need the computer stuff. It makes it cool so you guys can see it for audience purposes, but you just use a regular dice. All right. So you rolled a 2, which means your horse has moved just fine. He's right here. He's coming around. You're going to roll a D20 plus your reflex for both the horse and your player. That is +4. So give me a D20 and add 4 to it.
15.
All right. So you make your time around the barrel. You don't click the barrel. You see the barrel just kind of shudder and kind of like look downtrodden because you didn't bump him.
How does a barrel look downtrodden?
Listen, man.
Because he's a mimic. He's a mimic.
He just wilts a little. You just see the edges, like just kind of.
Saddest barrel I've ever seen.
There's a little tear that comes down your eye because you're like,
boy.
oh, that barrel just.
A little
looks
tarry
sad.
tear comes down the side.
It's trying its best.
All right, give me a D20 and a D3 roll separately.
D20 roll and a D3 roll separately.
Yep, D3 is your. See if you ace it. D20 is your
17.
17 +4, so you made that plenty time. Go ahead.
Okay.
Give me your D3.
A 1.
That's all right. So you're here. Give me D20 +4.
Fumble.
6.
Yes.
Oh, all right. The mimic comes alive again.
Good. I'm ready to fight his ass.
You have your opportunity to roll initiative. He rolls.
Yeah.
He rolls a 23. Bert had bumped him before, and he wasn't waiting a second time. He's gonna grab
The crowd's starting up a chant. Fatality,
Yeah.
fatality.
He's pissed off because you made his other barrel buddy downtrodden.
That's right. He saw that you just disrespected him. Go ahead and roll your initiative there, Brandon.
Okay. Subsequently, I'll roll my initiative thusly, and I'm
Get it,
rolling
PG. Get it.
17.
All right, that was actually a really good roll, but not good enough.
Come on, Lance.
So yeah, he's going to try to grab a hold of you.
All right. I'll allow it.
You allow it. Well, that's good. So at this point, guys, you're just
You signed the
basically gonna do it.
consent form when you started the rodeo.
That's correct.
So he's going to be a +4 to hit, and it's going to be. He's going to try to grab your mount so you don't go anywhere,
Okay.
but he misses unbelievably bad. He rolls an 8.
Oh, good.
So you are now free to run away or fight.
I will fight him.
You're going to fight him? Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to punch him.
All right.
So I'm
you're
a
gonna
brawler.
Are you punching him and running away, or you're going to stand and go toe to toe?
If I run away, does he just get like a free attack or something?
No, there's no free attacks. It's one of those things. If as he goes by, he tries to grab you. So imagine this: you're running full speed at him. You got a horse. You're going. You go up. He comes. You bump that barrel as you're turning. That horse is skidding around. You're trying to take off, so you can reach down and punch him. But yeah, you're full speed. You're going to take off away from this horse one way or the other. But you can hit him on your way out. Maybe knock him over.
If it's not going to slow me down, I'll hit him. But if it will, I'll just keep going.
The horse knows where it's going. You got to, unless you tell it different, it's going towards that other barrel. So you do what you need to do to that.
I'll punch him just for fun. He needs to be punched.
All right. So yeah, I'm seeing that you made your way around the barrel and kind of the way out, you get a little retaliation. You're like, barrel should be sad.
My character gets 2 attacks.
Oh well, you show him give him the what for.
All right. So take this, you. I fight with fisticuffs, of course, like gentlemen do, and I'm rolling a. Hold on, that's not correct. My die is not on the whatchamacallit roller, so my first attack is going to be a punch, and it's a 9, so that's poor.
Yes.
And then, Yee! And then the next attack is going to be a. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to add in my bonus. My bad. See how it is with playing these games. Oh, I got a D die too. It don't matter. I don't think that's going to hit him.
Well, no,
Right?
roll your D die. Let's see what you get. Let's roll it up just like we're playing normal, and you never know. You don't
Okay.
know what the Mimic's armor class is.
That's true.
You know, you maybe
I rolled a 2. I didn't call out a deed. I guess I'm gonna elbow him. I just kind of elbow him as I go by.
Okay.
With one. That's terrible. I'm at 11, right?
You're at 11. That's not
I
great.
just
And you got any other bonuses? Any strength bonuses on top of that?
I still get my +2, right, for strength. So I'm at 13.
You're at 13. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else you got to add in there?
No, I think that's it.
All right. You're so
it says I can add my luck modifier to unarmed attack rolls.
there you go. Okay.
So 14.
14.
It's your luck modifier.
Yeah. So
Right.
+1, right?
+1. Yeah.
So 13 to 14.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. And so he kind of waves you by like, nah, that's not good enough. So as your horse takes off, he's going towards the other barrel. You're moving away from him.
Okay.
You do not get a double move because you chose to attack him, but you can continue with your movement, so you'll get your 60 foot of movement.
Sounds good.
But now give me your D20 and your D3 roll.
D20.
That was another tick as well.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Please.
D20. 5. And 2.
And I'm going to put this once you see the barrels come to life. If we were playing cooperative mode, both Bert and Dave could be basically now putting down cover fire, trying to take out the Mimic, trying to distract him. If you're a jammer or a blaster, maybe you're making him go a different way. There's several different ways you can play this. So strategy does come into it because you know where he's going to go. He knows he knows the pattern, so he's going to start moving over to try to grab.
Or if you're playing in adversarial mode, we can try and slow him down.
That would be cool.
Or
I guess
you could activate this other Mimic and get him going. But we're going to run it just the way we've run it today, so we won't have Brandon have too much to deal with. All right. So did you rank your rolls? You did not. Your D20 and then your D3. So your D3, you did not ace it. Your D20, it give you your modifiers. Is it 4? So 9. Do you want to spend some luck?
And how many is there a reason to really right here? I think Dave's got this, right?
Yeah, you're already past his 4 ticks, so you're not going to win regardless. But
nah, I won't do that.
Okay,
but you can go for crowd adulation and fame.
Yep. And during this run, we're not doing any kind of showboating. We're not doing anything like that, just because we're running a practice run. But it is Xcrawl, so you do want to get the crowd involved. The more you get your crowd involved, behind the scenes, guys, and I haven't rolled one yet.
Sponsorships.
When we get to, I don't want to complicate what they're doing. When the game goes live, we're going to have several different factors that factor into the game. So we have this wonderful band called GIS. We have a band called GIS, Brandon.
You're right. We do have a band called GIS.
And I heard you have a picture too.
Dude, hold on. There it is.
There it is. All right.
Rock and roll. Right, Dave? You said right, Dave?
He's jamming.
He's jamming.
He loves it. The little boy loves it. Look at him go. Would you keep listening to this, I guess? Gosh, yes, link it up, Bert. Bert's linking it up. Look, y'all.
You had to choose a song from one of the worst albums.
Yeah.
But it's lick it up. What exactly are you licking up?
So
does anybody know?
So obviously, GIS is going to play a little bit of a different song than the actual song from Kiss because they're goblins.
Yeah.
So they're going to give you a little bit of their own version. So DJs, you'll roll behind the scene. This is one of those things. I give you 6 different songs that you might could play, but I really want DJs to like develop their own song playlist. This is what makes it fun. If you like an 80s cover band, you like death metal, you like pop, feel free to like tailor this to your guys. You can obviously country is extremely appropriate, but when you go to a rodeo, I mean
Country's
it's
never appropriate.
yeah. When you go to a rodeo, a lot of times they're playing some heavy metal music and they're going for it. So don't feel like you get stuck. But this is something that as a DJ, you really can add some flavor to your games. And obviously, we all like Kiss. It's fun. We're a bunch of old guys with gray hair. This brings back memories. But go ahead.
I've only got gray beard.
That's right.
Gray hair.
The other hair is shiny.
Yeah. If I let it become, yes.
He's talking about the hair that's coming out of your ears, Brandon.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are white too.
Yeah.
When you roll so behind the scenes, you're going to roll a cover song that the GIS is going to do. So behind the scene, obviously it didn't match, and we don't have this prepped, but it was I want to throw rocks until you're rolling on the ground. It was the song they were singing. As Brandon was jamming through.
That's correct.
That gave Brandon, if we were doing this live, he would have gave him a +1 to all his rolls. So they were hitting all the notes and they were jamming out just like that. So it inspired his crawler to like really just blow past these things and go. So it's a really good, fun way to add some flavor to your game. We won't get too much into all the other things. Plus, we're going to have weather. We're going to have arena, terrain. We're going to have all kinds of stuff going on with it.
They might have pyrotechnics that don't go exactly the way they should.
Yes.
That's the most fun roll on the chart.
Once they do that, we'll have to roll that. All right, Brandon, let's finish you up. Let's ride it home. All right, so you're going to make your D20 roll to go around that barrel. So it's a D20 plus, what did we say your modifier was? 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So
GIS was honored at the White House today.
That's
right. That Waffle House. I don't know. All right, what am I doing?
Could be both. D20 plus 4.
I'm rolling trash, by the way. I don't know if anybody notices that. Yeah, more trash.
Yeah, you guys are just killing it tonight.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because this is why we do our play test. Like when Bert and I tested this originally, we were talking about using a dice system called Chasing Eights. I spoke to David about it. I don't want David to get too big of a head, but a lot of times I will bounce stuff off of him as a mentor. And he told me that's trash. Don't do that. And then Bert and him fought me on this because we could roll nonstop forever and never, ever finish. And I said, no, that wouldn't happen. And it did. And that was bad. So we changed them. That was the very first mechanics on this. Anyway, so you did not make your roll around that barrel. So you bumped the barrel again. So this barrel, okay, is going to take his move and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's going to go. Yeah, because he can get you on the way down. He'll move and grab you. So he'll be waiting for you. And then, but he's going to double move and just sit right in your way. The other barrel is going to have to beat what was your initiative roll? Was it 17?
Mine? Yes, I believe so. Let me see.
Okay.
Yes, 17 physical.
Oh, it's he did actually beat your roll.
There's a lot of cheating going on. I don't like
There's a lot of cheating, yeah, especially in the computer that I can randomly make it cheat.
That's correct.
So yeah, he gets another attack as you go by because it's David has showed you up successfully, and now you're really gonna. You know what? If you can't be good, at least be infamous. He is basically going to try to grab you again. You see this, the barrel transform. This big kind of fleshy arm comes out, and all
right, I'll see you guys later. Have fun. Just walk away.
So yeah, we're gonna say he grabs you, and now the fight is on.
Okay.
This test round, but pretty much at this point, he's got you pinned down. Your run is pretty much over. You're not going to be able to finish at any point in time. Now, I'm excited because David is actually coming up with this class, if we can get to him. and he has a rodeo clown that he's building out. But we have rescue clowns. I will roll a D3, and so that is 3 rounds. Our rescue clowns are really not like the hero type at all. They kind of take
They're
their
smoking
time.
and drinking beer right now. They're like, "Oh, does he need help? I don't know. Does he
They're
need
very
help?
surly.
We'll check after we drink this beer."
Extremely surly.
They are very surly. Some of the art you've seen online by Joey Doseal, they're great. But yeah, they sometimes hurry up and get out there in 1 round. Other times it might be 3 rounds before they get out there. And then when they get out there, they'll decide if they like you or not. They could help, or they're clowns. So sometimes they just act like clowns. The because of this is the demo. We're not or the sample. We'll do this live and for real again, but we're not going to drag Brandon through the agony any more than he needs to.
Yeah, I'm hurting up. I
I
want to get off this horse and just go over there and pound its face in.
It's just, the poor horse is dejected. He's like, this rider can't do anything. I'm the fastest thing here. But yeah, no. Anyway, I think that
best.
you did try your best, and sometimes that just isn't good enough.
I blew it.
All right, we're gonna do it for all the marbles. Does everybody got what they're doing?
Think so.
Think so? All right. We'll try to roll through fairly quick. Bert, you're up. Or do we want to do a random dice roll to see who goes first?
Doesn't matter.
No. Go ahead with Bert again.
Okay.
All right. So that was a dry run. We're gonna do the pre-game stuff with the band playing and seeing what happens.
I'm going to get that rolling behind the scenes, and I'll voice it. So we didn't roll for any pyrotechnics or any mishaps. The mishaps, like Bert was saying, is an arena mishap, the band, pyrotechnics, everything else. The band plays no matter what. So you will have something going on with the band, but we didn't have any kind of mishaps going on with the arena. That's signified for the DJs with a D6. If you roll a 1, and they basically something will happen, then you roll on a D4. If you don't, and that will tell you what category to roll in. If you don't have anything after a few rounds and you want to get it going, I would suggest you bring it up. So if maybe after 2 or 3 rounds, it's like, oh, we haven't got anything. So now it's 1 or 2. And, that's just good DJing behind the thing. It's not metagaming. I think you have to decide what works for you. You can do up your rolls if you don't really have anything going on. That be personal preference behind. These guys didn't come home to just ace all the rolls and go home with ticks in the paper. They want to fight. They want to have fun stuff happen to them. Anyway, so the song that is playing and blaring quite loudly, I'm going to let you. Roll me a D6.
A D6. 3.
A 3.
You blew it.
You hear the Gis band, belt out, "Let's set fire to heaven," and it invigorates you. You have a +1 to all your strength. You can actually feel stronger right now because you're just ready to rip somebody up. So you're just daring one of those barrels to come. Now, to save time, we've made each one of the runs just with these mimics here. But you could roll these random between each, and I would encourage you to do that. So there are random that you can put in there. So I've already listed them, but if you wanted to roll it random, you could. So and change every round. So that makes it more fun. The players will have no idea what's coming at them. So you wouldn't necessarily have mimics. You would have maybe a mimic, and then maybe the next time when Bert's rolling, I roll an octopus, or I roll the goblins, or at the clowns. We have clowns and barrels.
Psychotic clowns and barrels.
Psychotic clowns and barrels. And we have some wonderful art by Joey that to represent some of this stuff. And that brings me to an important part of the backer kit. As we make our stretch goals, some of the monsters, or the monsters and the mounts, will hopefully, if we get to our next stretch goal, which is, Bert, is it 3,500?
I think it's 4K. I'll look. Keep going.
4K. We will have a deck of cards available for the people that have bought the box, the fill the box you will get to your deck of cards put in there. And the cards, we will take some votes on what side you want. But we will have all these mounts. We will hopefully have a score sheet in there, and then all the creatures. So you'll be able to actually throw that down and say, okay, shuffle. All right, pick a card. That's your mount. Pick a card. That's what you rolled for it. I thought it was a fun way to do it. Bert and I talked extensively about it. We want you guys to really have fun with this, and I think Joey's art will just bring it home for us. So that's another thing that we have available.
So there's a set cards that we're definitely going to do, which are like the mounts, the score sheets, and some of the all-star players that are involved in this. Some of the things we're thinking about though is like, so we have the random music chart and the special like stadium events that might go on. We could add those in so that you could draw a card with all the rule on it instead of having to roll a dice. So that's a possibility too, if we can get there.
Yeah, I mean, we have the possibility of what you guys want too. So a tarot deck is smaller, and
No, tarot deck's bigger, much bigger.
The cards are bigger, but the mount in the deck is smaller.
Yeah. The number of cards will be smaller because of that.
Right. Yeah. All right. We're gonna roll. So that you get a +1 to your strength. There's no mishaps that you know of going on. Obviously, as a DJ, you wouldn't tell your players what's going on. You would just let them roll. All right. So give me you're heading towards your barrel.
Yep.
Your first barrel.
And I'm assuming I'm still got the tortoise, so it's a D20. And
do you want to change? Let's have you change it up. Let's roll a D10. This way, if you get the Tommy again,
10, I get something different.
You get something different. So you get a Velociraptor. You get a Quick Claw Velociraptor. So now you have a reflex of +3. It's going to be quite dramatically faster than your. You're going to be rolling on a D3 now.
Mm-hmm.
And if something attacks you, you get the Velociraptor's full attack also.
All right. What's the speed of a Velociraptor?
It is 60. So you're going to be rolling a D3.
All right. Well, here we go then. So we come to the first barrel, D20 +6 this time because I get its reflex bonus and mine. So easily make the 10. And here's the D3 die. Boom, aced. So
there you go. All right. So you're over here. So because he made the DC 10, that's not an extra click. If you fail the DC 10 roll going into it, that's an extra click on it. It's basically your mount's going too slow. So this makes up for like the game becomes really clunky if we just go square, 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 because it kind of becomes clunky. So we thought, okay, how this is the testing that went on about using the dice to signify how quick your mount is. And so hopefully we've gotten there with it, because these are you got to think these are not your normal average turtle. We have minotaurs, we have everything else, but these guys are athletes. When we get to the orcs, like you're going to see, like Joey did some great art. We've got an orc that he's all jacked. He's an athlete. He's done up in his tights. He's ready to play. We have kobolds. These are all like the cream of the crop. Our kobolds are a little faster, a little stronger. They're not your typical, wimpy, take them down with one hit. Anyway, so you've aced and you're over here. You've got no clicks, no ticks so far.
Mm-hmm.
You are going into your
second turn. All right. Here's my D20. Oh, a 9. I'm going to spend the 1 luck to make that a 10 to make that clean. Actually, I guess I don't need to until I find out what my D3 is.
Okay.
2. So I'm definitely going to spend it so that I do make the turn anyway, right?
Right.
Yep. But I don't get it clean. I don't make the ace on the D3.
Right. So you're heading up that way. And so now give me your D20 roll and your D3 roll.
6, 11.
Okay. You make your...
And an ace.
All right. So now you're home free. You're going to go charging. And that's the best. That last one is the best one to ace because you're now plowing towards home. How many clicks did you get?
2.
So make your D20 to get out, and you'll have a 2.
There we go.
All right.
2 clicks.
2 clicks. Pretty good. And you were out of there. You got a clean run. no penalties, no, and you run across the finish line.
So
All right,
he,
good job.
He did it in 2 clicks.
He did it in 2 clicks.
because I
Well,
aced twice. So yeah,
So yeah, it does pay to not hit everything on the course, Brandon. But that's just a personal choice.
All
I
right.
mean, whatever works for you.
now had I not spent the point on the luck, though, I would have touched a barrel there.
And he would have been.
Yeah.
So in your case, you didn't want to spend the luck, but sometimes it worked. But
That's
Dave was
true.
kicking the crap out of you anyway, so it's one of those deals. All right, David, or should I call you Pony Boy?
Like lavender.
McLavender. Okay, sorry. Dave, you know what you're rolling? You're going to roll a D10 to give me a new mount.
I got a 7.
You got a 7. So your 7 is Cecilia the Centipede again, which is actually cool because
Oh,
now
bonus.
your Centipede is actually a D7. Or it's actually a 70-foot speed instead of a 60-foot speed. So you actually roll a D2. So you've got to get a 2 just to ace your stuff. So now you're really flying with that Centipede.
It's gotten used to you, you see.
And-
Cecilia is the crowd. Can we play the Cecilia song? You're breaking my heart.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, so D20.
So you're going to roll a D20 plus, I think you said it was a 5 plus Cecilia's 3? Or plus Cecilia's 2, so you're going to have a 7. D20 plus 7, and then a D2. But don't add them together. Just add the D20 plus 7.
Superpower of confusing me.
Okay.
All right,
D20
so D20 is a 9.
is a 9 plus 7, so you make your roll.
Okay.
And now
The
roll a
D2?
D2.
Now, should I 1, 2, 3 is
Yeah,
1 and 3?
absolutely. Roll D2.
I got a 2.
You got
Ace.
a 2.
No, that wouldn't be an ace, would it?
No, he would have to roll
A 2,
I guess-
right? Or 4, 5, or 6 would be a 2.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yep.
Can I
All
burn a point of luck to ace it?
No, not on that one.
Why not?
Because you're that one is just telling us if you ace, you can do it on a damage roll or a reflex, but not on a.
Look, I feel like you're making up Xcrawl rules as we go. I don't think.
No, I'm not on that one. So roll your turn. So that's going to be your reflex. So it's a D20 plus 7.
It's just going to be 14 with a 7.
Okay, so you make it around the barrel. So you're doing good. So you've given yourself 2 ticks. You're heading into your next one. Give me a D20 plus 7, and then give me a D2 roll after that.
With the plus 7, I got a 19.
Okay, perfect. You made it. You make it across with no tick.
And the D2 roll is a 3. So that would be a 1.
Okay, so you don't ace. So give me your D20 roll.
Anything modifier, or is it just straight up D20?
Plus 7.
Oh, then it'll be a modified 20.
Okay.
Or as we like to say, dirty 20.
Yes.
It's dirty.
So Bert, help me out. He's got 3 clicks or 2.
3.
3 clicks. Yep. All right. You make it around your barrel. You're heading this way. You haven't bumped anything. Let's go for broke. Give me a D20 plus 7 roll.
Ooh, that's just going to be an 11.
11, but it's good enough because all you need is a 10 to make it clean. So you have a really fast mount here. Now we're going to try to ace this turn. Give me a D2 roll. Try to make it.
On these. I got a 6, so it'll be a 2.
Yep. Okay, so you've aced that. You come around the barrel and you're heading for home. Give me a D20 plus 7 roll.
I'm so confused.
Math is hard, Dave.
19.
19, so you make it. And so you have you had 3 clicks. Not quite good enough to beat Bert, but really good. So your run. And what
can I run through the gate and attack his Velociraptor?
Unsportsmanlike behavior. It's applauded.
But also remember, like you're running rodeo events, so there is there are buckles available. So they're gold, a silver, and a bronze buckle. So it's not first, but it's not last either.
Well, if he's not allowed to claim first, then I should be able to take it then, right?
That is true.
Well, you can add a gladiatorial fight at the podium if you'd like. I mean, definitely DJ's house rules on that.
Hey, look, I was an ex-cafeteria worker. I think I could take it.
I was a truck driver and I got a crowbar. I don't think so.
The way, if you guys are playing for an overall, and I didn't want to talk about every different rule in the book because I want you guys. We don't want to spend the whole time talking about each rule in the thing, but what you have is individual events you can win, and then you can win an overall event, or you can win best of all the events. So whoever wins the most of the events wins the best overall event, or the overall cowboy is the best of the best three events. So even if you don't win an event, Dave, you got a second. That's not bad. So these are one of the things that you'll do in the background when you're running this at a con, or if you're running this with your friends. You can kind of keep a running total, like, okay, David or Bert won this round, David ran the round before. All right, so who's are we going to go for a third overall, or are we going to move to the next event? And you keep tallying to have an overall buckle. So it's kind of one of the fun rodeo part of it. Go ahead.
So keep in mind, folks that are watching, you're like, well, if you get a fast mount and you're getting only like 2 or 3 ticks to win, that doesn't seem very exciting. Well, this is where, if you're playing in the antagonistic mode, you would try and slow them down, or to hit some of those barrels so that they come alive and cause problems. So, like, keep that in mind, that it's the spectators can change things too. The arena has rules where you can't specifically target the rider or the mount, but you can target anything in the arena or the arena itself. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically, like I said, so the idealistic way for us to play, and I know that we all 4 of us know each other, and we would definitely attack each other because that's exactly what we would do. So in the spirit of this, everybody came to play a game. You didn't just come to roll dice. So there's some strategy in this. And then, if you can't help your buddy fall in the dirt, you don't love him that much. All right. So we have Brandon.
It's me.
Brandon is you're going to roll him out for me?
Yeah, it's a D10, right?
It's a D10, please.
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Okay, so so Benny the Bushwhacker Donkey.
Nice.
Just so we don't spend the time
Yes.
importing a donkey. Your horse, is now, through the magic of your imagination, transformed into a donkey. He's gotten, he's not a bad donkey. But he's only got a speed of 30.
Okay.
So you're going to drop down on the dice that you're rolling, and you're going to go to rolling a D6.
Okay.
So his reflex is actually pretty good for a donkey. So his reflex is still a +2. And then I think your reflex before, you said it was a +1. All right.
+3.
So you're going to add +3 to your D20 rolls. So coming out of the chute, you're roaring. Benny is, he's chomping at the bit to go. So when you're going to roll a D20 plus your 3.
19. Watch out.
You killed that roll. So good. You don't get a tick. Now you're going to roll your D6.
3.
All right. That's okay. So now we get 1 tick, but we're moved up to here. You're going to go ahead and roll your D20 plus the 3.
Ugh, 9.
Would you like to spend some luck?
Sure. I don't know how much, but 4 maybe?
Okay. So you, as Gis, is actually feeling sorry for you. You did so bad last time. They start pounding out, I want to throw rocks until you're rolling on the ground. And you actually don't even need that because they inspire you with +1 to all your rolls. They're actually pulling for you, Brandon. It's like you're the...
Thank you, Giz.
They really want you to succeed on this one. They're like, please stop fooling around and pretend like you're a professional. All right.
All right,
Yeah.
so I do spend that luck or no? I do, right?
You don't need to. Yeah, no,
Okay.
you got it. You got your roll
I
just
just
how it
needed to
is.
get a 10 then.
Yep. You just
Okay.
need to get your 10.
Thank you,
You
Giz.
got around. You're heading this way. Give me a D20 plus 3.
14.
Yeah.
All right. You
Wow.
don't add another tick there. You've got a tick going around the barrel. You've got a tick going in. So it's 2. Now you're heading towards that. Give me a D20 plus 3. You got your 14. So now you're heading to your. All right. You're rounding this barrel. Give me a D6 roll.
1. That's the best you can roll.
No.
That's number
All
1.
right. You're number
First place.
Yeah.
I win.
You did not make it. You did not kill that.
I guess I'm murdered.
Bert, I'm going to ask because did we say that if you tank the roll, like Brandon, there's a consequence on that one, or we're just leaving that the way it is?
Oh no, there was a consequence for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was. You're going to take an extra tick.
Yeah.
On your score sheet for basically nat 1 in your roll.
So that's 3 ticks.
Yep.
Okay.
But you're still going. Like, give me a D20, and you didn't hit the barrel, so there's nothing really slowing you down except yourself.
6.
All right. So your rolled a 6, which is awesome. So you and then roll your D20 roll.
So it's
Actually,
again D20 plus 3.
Yeah.
9.
All right. You if you don't want to take an extra tick, you might want to get that up. So you on this one, you definitely want to spend that point because then you only have what do we have, a 3? Have you been marking it down in your score sheet?
Yeah, I'm at 3 ticks.
I would spend it, and then you won't get 4 ticks.
All right, I spin a tick. I spin a luck.
There you go. You're out.
Oh, sweet.
So that's the event. I was rolling behind the scenes on that one. I did not roll a pyrotechnic or an arena or a weather. I would, as much as all that things are very fun, you want them to actually be somewhat finishing events. You don't want to attack them, but it depends on your game too. If you really just want to have some fun with this, you can up your rolls. But behind the scenes, I rolled that on a dice. These guys didn't know what was coming. I think it's a fun part, but yeah, I didn't roll weather. I didn't roll an arena stuff. The arena stuff is pretty cool because you can have snow. No, it's not real snow. Maybe what I said is the ice machine exploded, and you can
smell this snow. It makes it feel really good.
It's good. You can also get the crowd involved. Once you start getting the crowd involved, if you do not do well on your rolls there, the crowd might turn against you and start throwing beer cans at you. They might throw other stuff about you. So that's part of this too. All right, guys. I think we kind of anything that I left out that you guys have questions about. I think we showcased the barrel racing pretty good. Where are we at on time? We're
about a half an hour left. I don't know if that's enough time to do another one or not.
Yeah, I think we're
try.
Can you just stay with your mount if you want your mount, like the same mount?
No, it's a random thing because you're rewarded if you get if you roll it again like David was. So that's the whole point of this is like all the things are random. One is the fun of it because otherwise everybody's going to pick a horse or a centipede or a faster mount. But David got rewarded because he rolled the same mount again, and then basically you get proficiency with the mount and you go up 10 feet. So it's an added bonus.
Well, we do have the option though if you're playing characters that are coming into this with fat wallets, that you can make a donation to charity to pick your mount.
Ooh.
That is a good point, Bert. So when you for Crawl for the Cure, I don't know if they actually did it, but we encourage them to, and then add I don't know what you would do at a con because you wouldn't put it in your own wallet, but you would probably give some money back to the con. Those guys don't make a lot of money running stuff, so you could probably do a donation or something that way. But yeah, so we do have some side notes in there as we progress, and I want to hear feedback from when people are running this. I think people that have followed me know that I love to get feedback. I love to say, okay, what worked, what didn't. That's why there's always a first version and then an upgraded version or an updated version. I love this. When people start really playing this and give it, I'm sure that people will come up with unique ways to do things, and I'm excited to hear about that stuff. Should we go over that? So we kind of ran out of time as far as playing, but I think we showcased at least what you can do with it. I'm going to talk about the events. How's that? Or do we want to talk about
maybe the other events that you got?
Yeah. So we're going to stay with the weather and stuff like that. I will bring that up. So you'll roll a D7 for weather. You'll have a rainstorm, a lightning, windstorm, snow, hail, fog, or a dust storm, all in this indoor arena. And it's just kind of a fun way. And you can kind of figure out how this thing is raining because it's outdoor. Or you can make your arena. This Xcrawl takes place in Vegas because Vegas is the NFR National Finals Rodeo. Brendan LaSalle has been wonderful. He's basically supported this project. He gave me access to Vegas Crawl. Some of the side quests that we have involved in this are you can do sponsorship runs. You can have other little side quests that send you down into the old Vegas Crawl dungeon that is in the same convention center. So you can actually go down into the old Pathfinder Vegas Crawl dungeon. And so I got full permission from Brendan to do that. Thank you very much.
Cool.
So you get. So one of the quests is they believe that the Minotaurs are unfairly monopolizing the Minotaur dogging, and they should be basically allowed. Other characters should be allowed. They believe the ogres down in the Crawl Vegas dungeon or Vegas Crawl dungeon would be excellent competitors. So you have to go down there, convince them to come up with you and be stars. If you fail your rolls, guess what you're fighting down there. It's a fun way to add some uniqueness to your play. We have concession stands that you can do. We have concession stands for you, concession stands for your mount. You, of course, if you have a blaster or you have, I apologize, the cleric character. I can't think of that off the top of my head, and I apologize about that. But so if you are playing in a team mode, or if you're playing that type of character, you might want to bless your mount or figure that out too. If not,
messenger. That's it.
Messenger. There you go. Sorry. But so all that is available here, and as you get to play it more, you'll get a feel that there's ins and outs to all of this. The events, I kind of went off, but I thought some of that was important. Well, I'm going to stick with this for just a second, and then I'll go to the events. The arena issues. Unusually rough arena. You get minus 10 to your speed. One of the media drones, because, David Beatty is playing, so we would have the media, in his
That's true. That's
pigtail glory. We definitely have the paparazzi. So you could have...
he's so dreamy.
You could have the drone drop and hit the PC, or you can add 1 die 3 of ticks. You have rocks and dirts in the arena. If you guys know barrel racers, they always complain that the ground isn't good enough. You have geese that fly over that may distract you. You have the ice machine that blew up. You have, of course, your GIS pyrotechnics. And this is where the really fun starts. And when the pyrotechnics go off, they cast the spells, and then you roll your rolls from the spell list and what actually happens. And then you roll how many actually happens. So that's a really fun way of doing it. They're bombs. You can roll a broken pipe. And, of course, murder crows. What else would there... we'll have crows that come onto the arena and slow you down. All right.
That's rude. That's very rude for them to do.
It is very rude, but makes for a fun game.
Yeah.
So we have barrel racing, which is basically what we just thing. Then we have tie down roping. You basically will chase a fire beetle down on a mount, and you have to rope the fire.
Yeah.
But it's a little different than the little fireflies we used to chase as kids. this thing will actually kill you.
Actually kill you.
Actually kill you.
Kill you till you die from it.
These are trained, beetles. They go off. If you rope it, take it down, wrestle it to the ground. If you screw up and it attacks you, it will spit fire at you. And it is nasty. And if you do it right, you wrestle it to the ground for score. If you do it wrong, you're probably going to take some damage. The next event would be orc roping and wrestling. So you basically have an orc. He gets warmed up. Think about like Rowdy.
What happened to Brandon? Oh, for a second there, I thought Brandon turned into like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bobblehead.
That's a bobblehead. So think of your orc as Randy Macho Man Savage or Rowdy Piper.
Oh yeah, brother.
And
he's here, the cream of the crop.
He's making fun of you. He's calling you names. He's in the chute. He's telling you to bring it on. He's got his spandex on. He's ready to go. He's gives a snort, kind of wipes the snot, kind of flicks it at you. He gets down in his running blocks, and he's like, "Come and get me." And so he takes off. The whistle sounds. He takes off running. You on your random mount take off after him. You're trying to rope him. You gotta take out his legs first, get him to the ground. After you get him to the ground, you jump off with what's called a hooey, because you want to basically tie his hands behind his back, and you've got to hog tie him. So you got to hog tie the orc.
Dave's tied me down.
And well, what you guys do in your private time is your own business. I won't tell Kathy. But yeah, it's a fun event, and the DJs add color. I've given you random orc names on here, but I really want you to develop your own characters on this. You want to basically make these guys stars. I always try to, when I've watched Brendan play, he tries to pick either movie actors that they thing, or if you're not into that, maybe a YouTube personality or whatever else that makes this character come alive, and then play that character and make them come to life on your at your table. All right, from there we go to team roping. So with 3 of your star mounts, you guys, so 3 competitors on this, and this is one of those things. If you go to adversarial mode, now you've got to be nice to each other, and you got to team up. So 3 of you guys will be picking mounts randomly, and you will go against a beast called Irving Backfire Thunder Beast. Thunder Beasts have 6 legs. Each of you have to roll and lasso 1 set of legs. There's a chart that basically tells what happens if you only get 1 set of legs, if you don't get any. If you get all 3, this is for time. So you got to catch up with them, get the legs, and hopefully not get killed, because this thing is a nasty thunder beast. And if you guys remember that from lore, they have some special abilities, and they will stomp you if nothing else works. So it's kind of a fun, team event. So this is the whole strategy point, because if you screw the guy, and then you have to work together, they may or may not make their roll. And then, next thing you know, they're making sure that Thunder Beast attacks you.
Don't screw the guy, David.
Yes. From there, we have breakaway roping. So this event in actuality, in real rodeo, is a mounted rider throws their lasso around a calf. As soon as the calf makes the lasso is made, as soon as the horse pulls up, the score is finished, because it'll break the little tie. And so it's a very quick event. I mean, you're talking seconds. So the calf takes off, the person takes off after him, throws the loop. As soon as it gets around the neck, it pulls back. The event's over. It's a super fast event. But that wouldn't be fun for Xcrawl. So what would be fun if we said, these are actually trained kobolds. These are competitors. They're some of the toughest little horned hombres this side of the Mississippi. These guys are trained for this.
I like these guys.
They're a lot of fun. They're a little beefier. And so same deal. Like they're going to go up there. You have this little cobalt that's talking smack. He's telling you you're not going to get me. He's staring directly at your belly button, telling you what he's going to do. They've got little horns, and then he's going to get down in his blocks. He's going to get warmed up, stretched out. He's like, I'm ready. He takes off. You're going to take off on your random mount, and you got to get him. If you don't get him, it's over. He's going to do his best to make sure that you do not catch him. So, and once you catch him, the mount pulls back. The run is over. It is a quick event, so it will be super timed, super quick. You can actually end up falling, and you cannot. So any of these mounts, we didn't have it happen. But if you roll a 1 on any of your rolls, you will fall off your mount, or at least have that. We have those charts in there for you. So if you fumble, bad stuff happens. Nobody fumbled, so we didn't end that.
We did good.
Minotaur dogging is my next one. I think Bert did a test on this online. Is that video up, or did we just
No,
do
I
it
didn't put them up yet.
Yeah, the Minotaur dogging was a really fun event. I really liked it when I tested it. So now you have this giant Minotaur, and Joey killed it with this art. So I said, I imagine this guy is Hulk Hogan, and he is big, and he is jacked, and he's ready. He's worked out. He's glistening. His furs.
Basically, Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, he's describing me.
He's describing you.
Really awkward.
Yeah. So yeah, Brandon, put on your horns. We'll turn your head. You can go put on your horned outfit.
And spandex.
Your spandex.
Lots of spandex in this.
So the Minotaur is going to try to intimidate you. He's going to try to do everything he can to distract you. But what's going to happen is when he gets down and launches, he's going to say filthy things to you to get you to get mad or whatever.
Ooh.
Like when you say filthy things, is he like? I mean, getting.
I like it.
Think about what the names they used to call you at school, Dave, and then go from there. You guys, once they take off, you actually do this as a pair. So you have a horse that rides basically to keep the Minotaur from veering away from you, and you have the dogger, which is your crawler that is going to jump on this Minotaur. And Joey killed this. I go, draw me a crawler. He's like, Matt, I've got to do a halfling here. I go, oh, heck yeah. I'm like, what should he be riding? And he's like, a giant hare. So we have a halfling jumping off a giant hare onto a Minotaur, try to take him down. He did a great job on this piece of art. It's one of my favorites. But that's basically what your character has to do. Once you jump, the Minotaur is it is a no holds bar brawl, because you got to get this guy to the ground. You got to get him to the ground quick. And you get him to the ground and you pin him, the match is over. If you don't pin him, he's going to come right back at you. So this can be a deadly event, but it can also be an embarrassing one if you miss the rolls. Bert, on your test play of this, you want to talk about some of the stuff that you ran into? I know your guys really like this one.
Oh no, it was So the Minotaur is not dumb. So it uses tactics. So it's got a little chart that decides on some things it'll do, because it's not just going to run away from you. Sometimes it's going to try, it's always going to try and make you look bad, right? So it's playing to the crowd too. They lost. They weren't able to successfully finish it. This is also where we found out that third level is kind of a sweet spot for this. Any characters below third level, like you can compete because most of these are for time, but we found that most characters below third level never finished the runs. Third levels, there was more often than not, you finished the runs.
And we left it as, because you noticed, and I know somebody has asked me this question on the backer kit, but I didn't give it a level because in Rodeo, you're going to have, beginner guys that are really not competing for prizes but get going, and then you have pro guys that are in the money every week. We wanted you're going to have people just starting out, and then you're going to have people that are the all stars of Xcrawl Rodeo. So we left it open. You can play with a 1. 0 levels would be not very effective on this. I would do something, maybe use one of the sponsorship quests to do your to do a 0 level funnel. I did not write that, but maybe that would be a cool stretch goal. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well,
You guys are
we
asking what to
tried it
do.
with a group. In other words, everybody played 5 0 level characters. And if the group is actually trying to help by changing the conditions inside the the arena, you can finish, but it was still rough.
Yeah, it would be rough. But we don't have a 0 level funnel. But you know what? If we kink some more stretch goals, maybe one of the guys will do that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cowboy-esque 0 level funnel.
Well, I think any of the pickup adventures that you could find on the side would be good enough to go from a 0 to a first level. So you could always do that too.
Yeah.
As you were saying. Yeah.
I agree. So for Minotaur dogging, we go to saddle bronc riding. So saddle bronc riding and bareback riding are the same style of event. Saddle bronc, the difference is you have a saddle on this creature, and some of the creatures are just unbelievable. They will kill you. There is no doubt about it. You have a basilisk. You have different. This is all random rolled creatures. What you roll, so it's not the same creature every time you go into an event. You're going to basically roll. You're going to say for. Give me a second. I'm going to get to my sheet here. Saddle bronc. So you can roll an Asprey. You can roll a unicorn. You can roll a nightmare, a moon horse, a dragon horse, a plague horse. So right now, those are the 6 that we have. Again, DJs, once you get playing, add your own mounts in here. So I made these saddle broncs basically because you put a saddle on it, and you and I made it. The basilisk is in the bareback. But as you go through this, add your own stuff. It's perfectly fine. It's enjoyable. If it's also going to maybe be, we've heard rumor that if we get to Luau Lu, that he's going to take his some of his creatures and bring them into Xcrawl Rodeo, which I strongly encourage. If you guys know, Luau Lu has, I think he's on his 4th unnatural selection book. He's already got 3 books of creatures for Mutant Crawl Classic, and for you can use them in Xcrawl or DCC. So we encourage you to continue to use them. So if we can get him on board, we get to that stretch goal. We're going to have some more creatures in here. But so you basically have to stay on. That horse is going to buck. It's going to try to put you off. You are going to grandstand. You're going to try to gain points. And the main thing is you got to stay on to score. Once you stay on, you're going to be grandstanding. The crowd's going to get into it. If you fail your grandstanding roll, the crowd might not get into it. They might get kind of pissed off at you. They might throw stuff. There's some interactions with the crowd, plus your pyrotechnics, all that other stuff going on. Basically the same thing. The creatures for the bareback event, you are going to have a basilisk. You're going to have a giant mammoth flea. We have a mega ant. We have a moose. We have a Delgeth. And we have a Megalosaurus that you can ride. So they're definitely distinct. This is why we say hell. On hooves, this is every bit of mutant creatures that you can find. We spent a lot of time putting these guys out, so it gives you a variety. And the same deal is you have to make your rolls, you make your grandstands. Hopefully, have a little bit of luck, maybe some help from your buddies, or maybe some distractions from your buddies, and keep going. After that, you have bull riding. So we actually ride the bulls. So same deal. We have to stay on. Now, during this, of course, if you get in trouble, our very caring clown staff will get in their little clown car. They will load up their axes, their swords, and then they'll roll a d3 and decide
when they're going to show up.
When they're going to show up. And then I'm sure that David will have a take on this when he gets going. But now we basically have the bulls. So we have a thunder beast. We have a cataplaz. We have a Pepe El Fuego Toro Diablo or double. So yes, for you guys, that is straight out of hell there.
Ooh.
So
that plays.
We have a Triceratops.
That's a dinosaur.
We have a Gorgon. And we have, we have Orville, the Orc Warbull bovine. So we didn't leave out the bulls. We gave the bull with a little flare at the end. So those are the 6 that we have. And then that is going to be an event that it is tough to stay on. It's just like regular rodeo. The odds are that you won't stay on. It's just like the pro guys. The pro guys have to stay on for 8 seconds. You have to stay on for 8 rounds. You can talk a little bit about this, Bert. Talk about I don't know if you have your sheet in front of you, but talk about basically what we talked about, the grappling check. And
oh man, put me on the spot.
I can do it.
I don't remember that one right away.
So
then how is it? I mean, he follows the basic it follows the basic rules of grappling in DCC and Xcrawl, where you have to first make the grapple, and then the next round you get to apply either damage or whatever. But in this case, what you can do is you can get the grapple and then play to the crowd because that's part of Xcrawl, of course, getting the crowd pumped up. So that helps your mojo points and other things like that. So yeah, that's part of it. Is like, and that really is like it's wrestling. You're showboating. You're trying to get the crowd pumped up while you're hog tying or you're wrestling this person down. So that's all baked into it as well. It's not just all right, I got the grapple. Now he tries to break out of the grapple. And so in between there, you're playing to the crowd, trying to do various, just stagemanship, if you will.
Yeah. And the reason I kind of prompt him on this is I pulled up the chart too. So I did apologize because I did put Bert on the spot. Mm-hmm. But if you fail your ground standing, there are penalties.
Yeah.
You roll a D10 and you will get the results of what the rowdy fans think of your failed, miserable grandstanding attacks. So they might throw beer cans at you. A lot of people like hot dogs and whatever else, so they'll chuck that food.
I like hot dogs. That's a benefit. That's good. I like that.
For you, Dave, and this is typically what I'll send David. If I find one, you might get heckled with your mama jokes. It's a lost art form. That I think should be brought back. They might accuse you of cheating. A big thing about a cowboy is don't make fun of his hat. And so they might start making fun of your hat.
Which, Bert, we need to talk about. What is this thing? This Czechoslovakian military hat in the early 30s.
It's my night watch cap. I moonlight as a dock worker, don't you know?
But yeah, we have 10 different things that they can do. We put a lot of work into this. Bert has been by my side. I mean, David and Brandon have both helped with this. So this truly has been a group effort.
Brandon actually writes all of these things.
Yeah, well, there'll be an invoice.
Later. There'll be an invoice. Yeah. But yeah, we're excited about this game. I think we've given you a good sample of what to get going. I wanted to show the excitement behind it. I wanted to show all the things you can do. I know there's a lot of talking in here. Hopefully you saw the versatility of the roles. Please, back. We're in kind of a low period. I understand. We made a little longer of a Kickstarter because I didn't want you guys thinking, do I want to buy a Christmas present or do I want to support Xcrawl Rodeo? I want you to do both. I want you to buy your Christmas presents. We have plenty of time, but obviously get in as soon as you can. Get that the best deal right now is fill the box. We've got some cool stuff going. We want to get to those buckles for everybody. I know everybody here wants one. We will actually give. We've actually got the picture up of the buckle that we're doing. Joey designed it. So if we can get there, yeah, everybody's getting a buckle. We've got other cool stuff that's going on.
Everybody that gets the physical item level gets a
yes. Yes. You gotta. Yes. Sorry. I want you all to have a buckle, but yes, Bert is right. He's going to wheel me back in and say, no, I can't do that. Guys, I've talked a whole bunch. You guys have talked, and I appreciate you guys playing with me. Questions that you guys have, maybe that somebody else didn't, that I didn't cover or think about?
No, I think the main goal is to get to 5,000 so that I can enter into the arena of creation.
Oh,
And so that's where it's gonna. Once it hits 5,000, it's only gonna go up higher because that's how money that is added it does, and so it makes stuff go higher when you add it to that. And that's what they really need to be going for is Brandon Geringer creating something for Xcrawl Rodeo. That is just gonna be the ultimate. I have an idea that I'm gonna. I thought about maybe entertaining it tonight to let everybody know what that might be, just to run it through everybody. I don't know. Maybe I'll hold on to it. What do you think, Matt? Should I?
I think you should share.
Okay. So this is my thing. I thought about how about if this isn't an arena, like the ground is not sand. What if this is a arena, but the ground is like a reproduction, a replica of like a stormy sea on a boat, and you're doing the rodeo on the back, like on the deck of a rainy boat. So the water is underneath the boat is fake, there's guys that are moving the boat to make it look like it's in a storm. That's one of the things.
There's rodeo clowns with ropes on either end making it all wrong.
It's an interactive arena that has different themes. So maybe another one is like the arena looks like it's on a volcano, and you have like geysers spurting up fire. And Dave likes to spurt, so firing up, spurts of fire, craggly, molten ground that's unsafe, and maybe like fiery rocks come flying down, might hit you while you're doing all this. Or what if this is a rodeo, but it's also kind of like a gladiator pit, and there are like people fighting monsters in the midst of you trying to do this, and then occasionally the monster can swing at you while you're doing it. And there's so many things you could do. What if this is ice? What if they're on ice? Xcrawl Rodeo on ice?
Snow rodeo. Oh, I like that.
Yes, a snow rodeo. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to create a table that's going to give you all these different environmental challenges on top of the crowd being jerks, on David's ponytails, all sorts of things that's going to throw you for a loop. It could be all sorts of things that I could come up, the wackiest, strangest, but I want to make sure people understand it's all a set that is being worked by the people behind the scenes of Xcrawl that are, so it looks like half a boat, you know what I mean? And they're making like rain come down from the top, and maybe even the water is just like the old-timey like sheets of plastic that they're moving up and down to make it look like rain.
The water is the big tank from Bass Pro Shop.
There you go.
They roll it out there.
Hey, every once in a while, maybe a huge tidal wave comes and hits the boat. So there's so much you can do to think about it. Maybe if you want to spice up your Xcrawl Rodeo, that's the original first idea I thought of, and I've just been thinking of more and more. Maybe, much like two-man enter, one-man leaves, what if all the contestants and the horses are on, either the gravity is messed up with like some sort of spell, and so everything is like exaggerated. Maybe there's something that makes the participants very large, so there's like an enlarged spell that's been cast on them. There's a whole bunch of things you can do to make this thing wackier and zanier, and that's what I'm gonna try to come up with. Is
it's kind of like the X-Men Danger Room when you think about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's X-Men Danger Room. There's going to be so much. Maybe there's the possibilities of making the arena come alive. I think of it as like the pirates dinner down at the beach that you go and see the pirates fighting. Maybe there's two pirate ships that are fighting across the way. There's so much you can do with Xcrawl Rodeo with a mixture of not just thinking it's a rodeo and Xcrawl, but putting them together for some really wild zaniness that you could have. And that's what I was talking about. So what do y'all think about that? Is that something I should work on, or should I just scrap that? I don't think I should. I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty amazing. So
Yeah, I think there's a bunch.
When you said sea or ships, I'm like, oh, now we have Xcrawl Rodeo pirates. So,
it could happen.
Everything's better with pirates.
Everything's better with pirates.
Maybe the whole arena is full of some sort of crazy mutant gophers that pop up out of the sand every once in a while. And when you're doing these, the only thing that could actually hit them is a hammer that you've got. Some sort of moles that pop up. You've got a big plastic hammer. That's the only way to knock them down as you're trying to do these events. There's so much you can do to it.
I think you need to get him off the project, Matt.
Yeah,
I think it's a really good idea. People are going to be talking about it. So get that $5,000 level, and that's where it's really going to hit the stratosphere. I think it's a winner. That's what I'm going to say. There.
Whack-a-mole meets Xcrawl Rodeo as you're driving by. I like it.
There's so much. There's so much you can do.
For those of you that are just joining up with the project and going, or just getting going, even if you just coming on today or tomorrow, or throughout, we've already made our first stretch goal. We were hoping to have it for tonight. Jim Myers has already done a new character class for Xcrawl, and he's going to do it's basically a buckaroo class. I'm sorry. And I'm really excited to see it. He teased that it might be here tonight so we could play it, but it wasn't done. Unfortunately, I know Jim is busy with holiday stuff, so we want him to spend time with his family, but I know he's working diligently to get us that. We have some other great stuff. Like I said, I'm excited to get to the deck of cards. Honestly, all you guys have been fabulous about helping out. David, who I already said, has got, David and clowns are just, synonymous. So he's going to do something cool that way. We've got John Watson on board. Luau Lu. Did I forget anybody? I don't think I did. And then, of course, do we have extra art from Joey? Is that was one of our goals? I'm trying to think of all of them. But yeah, so you guys, thank you so much for coming in. Anybody else have any questions or?
Oh, just that. So at each level, things get better for even if you're just digital. Like the next level is cards, which we're not too far from. That's at 4,000. If you're just digital, you still get the digital version of those cards. The box that comes with all physical items gets an actual physical deck in there along with the digital. But there you go. And it's all the add-ons, all the extra that these authors are working on will be for in both the digital and the physical. There are a few rewards that are only in the physical, like the bottle caps, as the I just said it earlier. What are they called again? The Xcrawl Rodeo or Xcrawl
Mojo. So the Mojo tokens.
Bottle caps are only physical. We don't have a digital version of that. But yeah.
And I think we decided we're going to do Xcrawl Rodeo, and then we're going to do Cranky Clydesdale. Yeah, I'm going to promote my own stuff. It's still going to look cool on a bottle cap. You got the big Clydesdale on there. I think we're going to do two different types. But, if we get some feedback, who knows, or maybe till 3. But you're going to get a good amount of those in your box. So please, reach out with your questions, post them on the back kit, get talking about it, support the project, get it going again. We need that upward momentum going. We've already funded, so you're definitely going to get your stuff no matter what. But yeah, we want to give you more stuff.
Yeah.
The physical level gets better every time we make a new level, a new stretch goal. So,
Dave, you got anything?
How do I get off this project?
How do you get off the project? The same way you get out of that hairstyle.
Oh my goodness! Just take scissors, just chop that off.
We could do it for lots of love, geriatric people. I mean, don't they need hair too sometimes?
Somebody might need that. Somebody might need that hair. Imagine how much catnip's in that hair too, just innately. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's just in there. Do you give
just showing off that he still has hair on the top of his head? That's all.
Yeah, he is a bit of.
It's just a flex right here. That's what this is.
That's it. He's just trying to intimidate us. Us hairless guys. I will make this proclamation if we get to the $4,000 stretch goal. We'll do the cards, and I will do a special cat mount for David.
Ooh.
In here. It'll be David's personal mount.
I think that we should do it to where if all your stretch goals hit,
Okay.
then you have to dress up in a cute little fireman costume that I send to you.
Yes. Yes, please.
And you have to go woo woo woo. I'm a fireman. Woo woo woo.
Oh, he's got to do an uwu.
So what's our top amount? It's 8. Is that what we have to push past that? Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got my big hose.
You got your big hose. Yeah, it's David knows this. I dressed my dog Sprocket as a fireman, sent him a picture of it. My other dog was dressed as he's a Schnauzer, by the way, and my other dog was dressed as a police officer. So we had both first responders. But
was that night you slathered yourself down with peanut butter and got naked?
Well, that was last night, but that's a totally different topic. All right,
that
guys.
works for me.
Thank you so much. You guys reach out, backers. We're doing this for you. Give us suggestions. Tell us what you want to see. If you have suggestions, say, hey, wouldn't this be cool? Get the buzz going. You can reach out to Cranky Clydesdale on Facebook. A lot of you guys have befriended me. So Matt D'Amico on Facebook. We've got Instagram and Twitter. So, reach out, tell us what you are excited about, tell us what you want to see. But thanks for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, and whenever you do pick up Xcrawl Rodeo, wherever it may be, make sure you leave a review because Matt wants to know what you think about it. Anytime we make any products, Bert's put out and help people put out tons of products. We want to know what you think. It's only going to make us make better products. And so make sure you leave a review, even if it's just like a stars or whatever the site is. Leave reviews for any role-playing game products you make. We don't know what you think if you don't tell us. Am I right, guys, or what?
Yep. Oh, and I'm going to give John his props here. So I'm representing tonight.
Don't give him props. He didn't show up.
He didn't show up, but we're still going to do it because we love him. Dungeon Dwelling Creatures on our backer kit. You can still jump on board the Dungeon Dwelling Creatures. If you missed the backer kit on that one, we have the add-on adventure. Siege on Gnome Island was tested at Long Con. We had a blast. People that played it absolutely had fun. Hey, there's gnomes, there's goblins, there's other creatures from Dungeon. There's gnome airships. It is a great adventure. It's written. We're waiting for some of the upgraded game mechanics from John. I know he's got an excellent young author that's going to be in Dungeon Dwelling Creatures. That is my son, Grant.
Awesome.
And yours truly is in it too. I did some other stuff. Of course, Grant stuff was picked first over his dad's, which I was very proud of. But, he's going to be in that. But yeah, if you guys really want to look through our other adventures that we have available, we have our full catalog. And one of the things that we're offering is we've got an extension from John and Rugby Mealy to continue to sell that Siege on Gnome Island.
That's awesome, man. That's a good shout out. Yep. And anything else, or we'll wrap it up, right?
We're good.
All right. Well, thanks everybody, all the hundreds of people that watched us live, and Bert, of course, for helping me get this all set up, and Matt for running us through it, and Dirk for being really a basket case. I mean, that's just he's obviously
weird.
I think he's probably got like an open gas line, like leak or something in his house. He's just like huffing fumes. I don't know. But thanks a lot, everybody. And who knows what else going to be on the channel? Well, who knows? This was a spur of the moment thing, so there'll probably be a lot more of these. So thanks a lot. Bye.